See, with this one, right? With this one, you can't compromise with integrity, right? The reason, integrity is so important. The reason it's so important, right, is because not a lot of people live by it. It's something of a higher standard, but Chinua Achebe, one of the truest tests of integrity is its blunt refusal to be compromised. One of the truest tests of integrity is its blunt refusal to be compromised. A lot of people don't live by it. They are willing to compromise and sacrifice integrity for comfort, for a shortcut, for anything that doesn't require work or stress or effort, right? See, so many people that you probably know sacrifices integrity all the time. They compromise, right? Maybe you've done it before. I'm pretty sure I've done it multiple times in my life too. I ain't exempt. But why compromise integrity? See, when you live according to the compromise, people ain't gonna take you serious. They ain't gonna look at you in a good light. They're gonna be like, that dude, he takes shortcuts. That girl, she takes shortcuts. They don't find an easy way out. But when you live with integrity, it's an amount of respect that comes with it, right? It's an amount of respect that comes with it. See, integrity is powerful. Not a lot of people live by it. Not a lot of people put value in it. Not a lot of people put effort in trying to keep their integrity intact, right? See, we live in a day and age where it's all about me, right? And sometimes integrity doesn't play that role. Sometimes you gotta be selfless and not selfish, right? And see, that's the important part, is why compromise when you can live with integrity and be respected by others. See, just think about that. Why compromise when you can live with integrity and be respected by others? And without further ado, I'm going to have to bid y'all adieu. See, I want you to subscribe too. I want you to. Why? Because this is where we learn. This is where we grow. This is where we see those who fall off, those who are ready to continue the journey. The best way out of a difficulty is through it. The best way out of a difficulty is through it. Think about that. There's no easy way out when you are in a difficult situation. Yeah. Will Rogers, the best way out of a difficulty is through it. The best way out of a difficulty is through it. You could tuck your tail and run. You could cower and hide. You could curl up in the fetal position. You could hide in the closet, under the bed, under the whatever it is. But you're not escaping the difficult situation. It's still gonna be there. You are temporarily hiding, thinking it's just gonna go away. It's just gonna vanish. It's gonna fade, right? It will pass. That's not necessarily true. You could prolong something, but eventually you're gonna have to face that difficult situation. Right, see, that's why it says the best way to get through or to overcome a difficult situation is to go through it. You just gotta go through it. Believe me, it's going to be uncomfortable. Believe me, it's going to be hard. Believe me, it's not going to be pleasant. But I promise you there will be growth and strength built upon yourself when you get through it. There's going to be some skills that you're going to take into the next time. There's going to be some lessons that you're going to learn. There's going to be something that's going to make things a little bit better when it comes to life lessons, when it comes to certain things that you value in life, how you handle certain situations going forward, right? The best way to get through a difficult situation is to go through it. You just gotta have to. You're going to probably end up with some bruises. You're going to end up with some cuts, some battle wounds. I promise you that. But you're going to survive. You are going to survive. Why? Because you know what? A lot of us, no. Every one of us goes through a difficult situation. Every one of us goes through a difficult time. The ones that you see successful, the ones that you see hold themselves to a higher standard, the ones that you think are high and mighty, they went through some difficulties. They faced those difficulties and they went through it to learn and grow from. So that's what you need to do. That's what I need to do. That's what we all need to do. No one's exempt from it. I don't care who you are. Those situations are what define us. You want your legacy, your life, to be defined in growth. Adventure is worthwhile in itself, right? Adventure is worthwhile in itself, right? See, that's the thing. This life is an adventure. But some of us, we choose to just stay home. We choose not to interact with people. We choose the safer route. We choose to be a hermit. We choose to be a homebody. And Emilia Earhart, adventure is worthwhile in itself. There's nothing wrong with that. I promise you, there's nothing wrong with that, because I'm like that too. But you do gotta get up and get out the house. You do gotta be able to start trying to interact, even if it's slowly, even if it's once a week. But you still got to. You can't be isolated from this adventure, right? And I ain't talking about adventure in the video games. No, I'm talking about adventure in the real life aspect. In the aspect that you are going to grow and you are going to meet people. Your circle is going to get bigger and might get smaller. But the thing is, you got to go through some adventures. You gotta go start some adventures. You gotta go start on your adventure. Start on your journey, right? Because if you continue to think, I don't need to, doing yourself a disservice. You are limiting yourself. You are crippling yourself. You are not allowing yourself to grow. You're not allowing yourself to be open-minded, to open your eyes to new possibilities, right? See, that's another thing. A lot of us, we're so used to what we're used to. We don't want anything new. We don't want change. We want to stay the same, and we don't want no one or nothing to interrupt our peace. But you ever think that maybe you might acquire some new peace when you go on an adventure? Might even meet some more people that might add to your peace, that might bring you a little bit more joy. See, those are the questions that you should be asking yourself when you're like, you know what, should I go out? Should I, interact with people? See, that's the thing. And that's been my big thing this year, is trying to get out of the house more instead of just staying home. For pretty much my whole adult life, the only interaction I ever had was church. Other than that, I always was home. I never interacted with people unless I was at work or something. I had to interact with customers. But to me, it wasn't thinking back at it, it was okay, but it wasn't enough. I wasn't going out of my comfort zone. See, that's why I'm on this journey now. This is why I'm on the adventure now, so I can grow and learn and observe. See, now you need to start your journey. You need to start your adventure. So those who have knowledge don't predict, but those who predict, wait, hold on. Those who have knowledge don't predict, but those who predict don't have knowledge. See, right? I ain't living my life on prediction. I ain't trying to predict that this outcome's going to happen, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. I have knowledge, right? I'm knowledgeable that anything could happen. Adventure is worthwhile in itself. I'm not going to predict this and then be disappointed when it don't happen. I ain't going to predict this and then be like, ooh, sense of relief. I can hope it, but I ain't going to predict it, right? I got to go through life with the knowledge and the self-awareness to be like, you know what, anything could happen. Anything could happen. No one and nothing is exempt from this. Life is a roller coaster. There's going to be moments where it's going to be good, it's going to be bad. There's going to be situations like we've been talking about through this whole thing, right? But I'm not going to just predict, right? Predictions is a guess. I ain't living life guessing, bro. I ain't living life where I'm guessing everything. I'm going to be wrong on things. I'm going to learn along the way, but I ain't going to be predicting and guessing my way through life. I ain't going to be like, oh, well, you know what, maybe. Maybe. Nah, I ain't in that mindset of guessing. I ain't in the mindset of prediction. I'm in the mindset of doing. I'm in the mindset of, you know what, I'm going to give it a shot. Don't work, oh well, I failed. But I grow from it, right? I ain't in this thing of like, maybe it might work, maybe it won't. No, like I got to be certain. I got to put that energy out there. And if I fail, and I just learn from it. But if I succeed, it's because I didn't predict. If I succeed, it's because I didn't guess. If I succeed, it's because I had the confidence to go for it. To be like, you know what, I got this, right? The confidence to do it. No one's going to stop me, bro. No one's going to stop me. I'm here to stay, right? I'm here to stay. See, nobody's going to stop me when it comes to this. No one. So when I continue along the path, when I continue to fight, when I continue to do what I need to do, I'm going to have the confidence to back it up. I ain't guessing my way through life. I ain't predicting my way through life. I am fighting for every ounce and every inch that I can to get what I am fighting for. So hopefully this motivated you in some type of way, because you know what? Don't be predicting. Don't be guessing. You got to go in with confidence. Y'all probably ain't ready for this one. You replace the thoughts that don't make you stronger. Replace the thoughts that don't make you stronger. Think about it like this. Think about it like this. Are you living the best? Are you the best version of you? Are you being who you need to be? Because you know what? Our thought process, our thoughts is what really dictate. Lao Tzu. Those who have knowledge don't predict. Those who predict don't have knowledge. Those who not have knowledge don't predict, but those who predict don't have knowledge. A lot in our life. A lot of our mental state, just of physically, everything, right? So how many of you are letting your thoughts ruin things, destroy you, ruin you, affect you, right? It says, get rid of the thoughts that don't make you stronger, right? You need to start changing your mindset. Mindset is a big thing, right? I have to, like, whenever I have doubts, I'm like, oh man, I don't think I look good. I gotta change my mindset. I ain't trying to say I'm handsome. I ain't trying to say I'm cute. I ain't trying to say any of that. I really don't care about other people's opinion of me. I'm trying to be confident in myself, right? So here's the thing. What do you got to do to change your mindset? You got to start listening to some motivational stuff, reading some motivational stuff, surrounding yourself with people that are going to motivate you. You need to figure it out because that mindset is powerful. That mindset is going to take you places if you allow it to. If you have the right mindset, it's going to take you places. But if you have the wrong one, it's going to keep you crippled. It's going to bury you. And I promise you that. I've seen it in people throughout my whole life. I've dealt with it myself. I've dealt with it from other people putting it on me, right? But now I'm in a point in my life where I'm like, you know what? I am confident in myself now. My mindset is different now. My outlook is way different now, right? Because of the mindset change. Because of the come on, thought change. Come on, thought process. Everything is all in the mind, but you got to get there. You got to put in the work. You got to put in the right things so it can come out in a better way. That's the powerful part. Hopefully y'all have been enjoying the podcast. Hopefully y'all have been enjoying the motivation, because you know what? This is what I'm doing. This is what we all need in our day-to-day lives. So you know what? Without further ado, I'm going to have to bid y'all adieu. And I would really appreciate it if you subscribe. I really do. And until next time, salute. Anonymous, replace the thoughts that don't make you stronger. Replace the thoughts that don't make you stronger.